Hi, sophomores. It's the counselors coming at you again to do week 2 of growth mindset, where you can learn anything. Before we get to that, we're going to go through a couple of things about 10th grade and what we hope for you this year. We are here for you no matter what path you're on for life after high school. So we want to make sure that everybody finds their right fit for after. This year is to learn all about yourself. And right now, the most important thing you could do is to be healthy and balanced with challenge, whether that be the classes you're taking or your outside activities. Make sure that you are doing things that you are passionate about, that you enjoy, and you're not doing things just to look good. So we want you to be authentic, because no matter what your plans are for after high school, you're going to have those options as we go forward. So back to the growth mindset. A secret to success for you is to believe in yourself. And in order to do that, we want to kind of have you use this belief and success cycle. So the amount of belief you have is determined by the potential you can tap into. And the amount of potential you tap into determines the action that you can take. The amount of action you take determines the results you will get. And the results you get determine the belief in yourself. So the more belief you have, the more potential you have, the harder you will work, and the better the results will be, and the cycle will just continue. So in this world of growth mindset, this is the belief and success cycle we want you to be thinking about as you move forward. So how to believe in yourself? We need to change your mindset. And after you took your mindset quiz last week, you probably started to get a sense, based on how you were answering questions, what mindset you were in. Were you in a fixed mindset, or were you in a growth mindset? So the mindset is the ability to believe you can do something, anything, and get better at it. So as you're looking at this guy lifting weights, do you think he just looked like this? Or do you think he kept trying, kept working, and that's how we got all those muscles? So how do you react to setbacks, criticism, effort, obstacles? That can help you determine what mindset you're in. Intelligence is not set in stone. You actually can learn anything. And I'm going to play for you this Khan Academy video just as a reminder to you that you did have to learn some things along the way to get to where you are today. And this will be that little bit of a reminder. Think about tying your shoes.
Nobody's born smart. We all start at zero. Can't talk, can't walk, certainly can't do algebra. Adding, reading, riding a bike. Nobody's good at anything at first. There was a time when Einstein couldn't count to 10. And Shakespeare had to learn his ABCs just like the rest of us. Thankfully, we're born to learn. Slowly, surely, you stumble, slip, crawl, fall, and fail and fall. Frustrating, confusing, trying, struggling, until one day, you walk. One foot in front of the other, one idea on top of the next, each wrong answer making your brain a little bit stronger. Failing is just another word for growing, and you keep going. This is learning. Knowing that you'll get it, even if you haven't gotten it yet. Because the most beautiful, complex concepts in the whole universe are built on basic ideas that anyone, anywhere, can understand. Whoever you are, wherever you are, you only have to know one thing. You can learn anything.
So I think we forget that you started at one place and you have to keep trying over and over again. It's almost like, if you've ever gotten a puppy, they need to learn all of the things that we expect of them: to go to the bathroom outside, to not jump up, to not bite us, all of those things. That's exactly what we've all been through. So a fixed versus growth mindset is looking at how you react to the different things that are put in front of you. So a growth mindset, success comes from effort and hard work. So you're willing to put in the time and effort, and you don't believe it just comes naturally. You're going to have to do more to be successful. Enjoy learning versus joyless achievement. So do you learn for learning's sake, or do you learn to get a high grade? And as long as you score high on a test, whether you can remember it 3 days later or not, that I think would be joyless achievement. You want to enjoy the process of learning. Be focused on growth, effort, and practice. So the harder you work, the better your odds are that you're going to do well. You're not just focused on the outcomes or the grades. And then intelligence can change through learning versus intelligence is fixed. So I think of a letter of recommendation I just wrote for a senior who said that U.S. government changed the way he looked at what he had to do well in school. So the first U.S. government test he took in ninth grade, he didn't do well. He got a C minus, and he had thought he had done everything he could in order to be successful on that test. But after that C minus, he met with his teacher. They talked about different ways that he could study and prepare. And on the next test, he aced it. So that changed the way he did school from then on. And he felt pretty confident that he could do things differently and do them better. A growth mindset means you're not afraid to work hard. You're never going to give up. You're going to face the challenges head on. You're going to practice and keep practicing and change how you do it and practice some more, and use the mistakes to learn, not to be crabby about it and give up. So the more you can do, the better. Because I think people think success just goes from point A to point B, when really it's this squiggly line that has ups and downs and turns and curves and all the things that go into the amount of effort and time you're willing to put into something. You didn't just ever just get on a snowboard and start snowboarding and be really good at it. You've practiced and practiced and practiced, and you've done many times down a mountain to get better at your craft. So that's what success looks like. It's a squiggly line. Do you have a growth or fixed mindset based on the survey you took last week? It's interesting. This week you are getting the results of your, the answers, results, and what that means for you, whether you're in a fixed or growth mindset. So your advisor will give you that, so you can check your answers. But we want you to think about how you can change your mindset and what you can say to yourself differently, or even out loud as you look at things. So when I look at some of the things on this list, I hear this from students all the time. I can't do math. The one that's partway down the page on the left-hand side. I can't do math. I'm not good at math. When really you should go into it and be thinking, I'm an emerging math student. I'm getting better at math. I'm going to keep practicing math. And someday I'm going to be good at math. So you can do math. It's just the amount of time and effort you put into it. When you look at, I'll never be as smart as someone else. I'm going to figure out what that person does, and I'm going to try what they're doing. So get some tips from other people as you go through school. You know, how do you study in a group? Check out what everybody else is doing and move forward with that. And then you can see the other ones on here. I give up. With a growth mindset, you're never going to give up. You're going to find strategies and ways to do things differently. So put yourself in a growth mindset. The next time you're challenged in class, put yourself in a growth mindset. Think about learning and confronting the obstacles and working with your teachers to understand what you could do differently next time. As I said about the student in U.S. government in ninth grade. Learning and improving are always possible with a growth mindset. Be in a growth mindset by using your resources. There are so many ways that you can get extra help and put yourself in a growth mindset. So use your student prep. There's always things that you can do during student prep to get extra to help, whether that's working with a friend, going to the tutor center, using your teacher office hours before or after school, checking in with your counselor. There are tutoring services that are free that we can give you resources for. You can work with other students outside of school. for free if you need a tutor. So there's lots of different things we can do. And then we have a class called Directed Study, which is a student prep that with a little bit more of a oomph to it so that you can get some extra help. And your teachers can work with the teacher you have for directed study and getting you caught up or getting you on track with organization. So lots of things we can do as we move forward. You just have to be willing to put yourself out there and use your resources. So what's next? There's a great TED Talk that we've linked to this program, and your advisor can play that for you. Think about how you react to setbacks and change your mindset. So thinking about that moving forward, and then continue to do some of the activities that we are doing during advisory. The next thing we're going to do is talk about multiple intelligences. So not everybody has the same intelligences. There are many things that you can be really good at and things that you can be working on. Then we're going to do a personality indicator, which will tell you based on your personality where other people with a similar personality trait where they're happy in their careers. And you can look a little bit deeper into things if you're undecided about what you want to do after high school. This can help with that. Then we have Road Trip Nation, where we'll talk about different careers and how to be successful in finding a career that's going to be good for you. We have summer enrichment opportunities, and then Raise.me will happen this spring. So all of those things will be coming up during advisory, and we hope that you want to participate in all those with us because they're going to help you plan for life after high school. So thanks, sophomores. Enjoy finding out whether you're in a fixed or growth mindset with your survey results today, and stop and see your counselor whenever you can because we really want to get to know you. Thanks so much and have a great day.